It began as another story of a school about to close its doors and a neighborhood about to lose a little more of its heart.
But the people of St. Mary's prove that faith, when it's tested, can build more than walls. Tonight, our Mark Maxwell shares a lesson in determination in Dutchtown.
Some schools teach math. This one teaches miracles. Faith once built these walls, but doubt crept in.
And they rolled their eyes at me. They didn't think there was a chance at all that we could do this.
Mike England remembers the day the lights nearly went out.
When the Archdiocese announced that they were going to close us, it was a death blow to this neighborhood.
That's when he whispered the same three words over and over to anyone who'd listen.
This can work. This can work.
And work it did.
But when we stood up and said,
we are now 100% independent and on our own,
and fought and succeeded and stayed open, it said to the community, we just got to fight.
St. Mary's kept its lights on, and from that stubborn glow came another spark.
We need to be more than a high school.
Now, in these old green lockered halls, students enter doorways, listen, and learn. But behind this door, lessons are louder. Hammers, saws, and hope.
So we acquired this property.
A St. Joseph's Housing Initiative turning blight into belonging.
This has taken about 12 months. This house was falling apart on the inside. So there was the cabinets falling off the walls. There were holes in the ceiling, which rotted the joists.
Most people see a boarded up window and turn away. Christy McCutcheon sees a family eating dinner by that window. Out-of-town investors sit on some vacant properties in Dutchtown, hoping the tide will turn and they can cash in.
We lose money on every property that we rehab.
Here, some things matter more than profit.
We call it giving the house a new life.
Just down the street, something beautiful was in bloom.
Tomatoes, peppers, kale. That's a little strawberry patch right there.
Dallas Adams was a young mother renting an apartment when a breakup disrupted her life. She needed a new place for her and her little girl to stay.
Making that life transition, the garden really was my space to ground, literally, because it showed me when you garden, you grow things from seed, you understand the cycle of life a little bit more.
She moved here a renter, hoping to put down roots. Every time she reached for the handle, the door slipped away.
I got outbid by an investor in California who outbid $80,000 above me, no inspection, sight unseen.
While hope wore thin,
It feels very helpless.
faith was hard at work.
When I sat down and I journaled and I prayed about the type of house I wanted, it was amazing that many of the things I put on there were already here. So I knew I was home.
The housing nonprofit unlocked doors that had been closed for generations.
I am the first homeowner in my family. I come from a family of renters. So in my immediate family, I was the first person to own a home, and I owned it by myself.
That new foundation became her springboard to eventually run for local office on a platform of affordable housing.
Everybody should be empowered and have the resources they need to plant roots, because that's how a neighborhood thrives. Neighborhoods don't thrive when people leave every 2 years.
She didn't win that election. She won something sturdier. When the market said Dallas couldn't buy a home, she fought for her dream. When the Archdiocese said St. Mary's would close, Mike England fought for his school. They were on different paths and different blocks, but learning the same lesson, that faith, like a seed, can grow anywhere, even here in Dutchtown. Mark Maxwell, 5 on your side.
Since that fight to stay open, St. Mary's and St. Joseph's Housing Initiative have renovated 15 homes for first-time buyers. Those families have built more than $300,000 in equity, and students there are earning credits towards union apprenticeships.